Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Well, we've had multiple mass shootings, and for whatever reason, the government thinks that they can control us by bringing in troops. I'm right now, cross my fingers, I'm not in one of those states. I feel bad for those that are in that city or state. I have my own thoughts and theories on it. Uh, but here's another thing. Yeah, if anybody is anybody and has actually been watching what our weather has been doing, it's kind of strange if you think about it. More hurricanes, more tornadoes, more earthquakes, stronger earthquakes on top of it in areas that you would never think of them being. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not a meteorologist. I'm not a geologist. There's just things that are clicking in, especially over the last 15, 20 years. So, my thought or theory, especially about the weather, would be that Mother Nature is not happy with the human race. And what I mean by that is because we keep taking from her but not giving anything back. I mean, if you look at it, look at your own city, look at your own town. Um, most cities or towns and outside of major urban areas or urban cities are getting bigger. And why is that? Because that's where people want to live for allegedly safer reasons. Well, that's not quite the case all the time. Case in point, Michigan town had a mass shooting. We also had the high school shooting. We've had a church shooting. We've had our fair share, and I know other cities have too. Okay, please don't start chiming in about my city this and my city that. I get it, but I'm making a point. Okay, the point is that, especially with Mother Nature, my theory is that she's starting to take what's hers back, and personally, I don't blame her. I live in a suburban area where they want to continuously build. I've made mention to people or people that work for the city about the fact that they keep building, but yet they're charging these subdivisions or companies that cut down these trees. They're making them plant or buy or whatever, so they can be planted in other areas. Case in point, again, would be you are cutting down more trees than you are planting. If you think about it, you cut down, a 5-acre area, which has maybe, I don't know, depending on the size of the trees, anywhere from 100 to 150 trees. Okay, I'm just throwing it out as an example, okay? Please, again, don't just bombard me with all these comments of, oh, you're wrong, this is this, that, and the other. No. These are all and hypothetical theory examples. Remember, hypothetical, theoretical, and examples. Again, they want to charge the builders or whomever, X amount of dollars to plant new trees. Okay, depending on the size of the tree, there might be a sapling, and it could take another 60 years for them to get full grown. Okay, where's the point in that when the trees that you have already cut down were already full grown at maybe 70, 80, 90, 100 years old? Whatever. Again, I'm not a complete tree hugger. Nature, she's my friend. She she runs this shit. I will say that. She has control. It is barely even October, and it's supposed to get down to below 50 degrees tonight. So, and we're due up here in the Midwest for a hard winter, which personally, I am ecstatic for. Why? Some people might ask. The mosquitoes up here in the Midwest have been terrible. The ticks were terrible. I didn't get out and hike as much as I wanted to in the actual places that I wanted to go. Um, it's just been miserable the last 5 years. No, it's been more than that. Anyway, so we're ready for our next cycle, and I'm sure you are too. But if you also look at things, cycles are different and have changed opposite in areas that typically don't get snow. They're getting snow. The Midwest has been getting less snow. Don't understand why, don't know why. Again, I'm not a meteorologist, I'm not a geologist. I'm just an everyday Joe, just like you, watching this video, trying to get some type of understanding. Again, take this video for what it is and don't look too much into it. Do your own research. Don't go by what I say per se. I could be wrong. I've known to be wrong. I know I could be wrong. Everything you see here is all, hypothetical, theoretical. Okay. So, that being said, thank you for watching.